Yeah, so we can do Enlightenment. There, and then if you exhausted a card, you can gain 4. Okay, and then we can do an uppercut. And then we can do a strike. We can do a defend. And we can play Restless. We can tap Whirlwind. Hi, I'm Alch, and today we're going to play Slay the Spire 2, still in early access. My new favorite way to not spend my entire paycheck on collectible card games. Oh, there's going to be so many things to unlock in here. Okay. That is nicely familiar. The Ironclad. The Last Soldier. As far as I remember, gonna just be lots of attacks. Good standard Ironclad run. Oh, so much fun. And he heals 6 HP at the end of combat. Would I like a tutorial? Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've slayed a spire. Let's see how this works out. Overgrowth. That's pretty new. Move up the spire, pick a room, then pick an adjacent room to enter. This is probably going to be pretty similar all around. I know I like question marks, I like merchants, and I gotta get me some elites, but maybe let's just try to focus on one. Let's try this route here through... Oh, that doesn't go that way. Goes that way. 2 question marks. Yeah, that's a little circuitous, but let's do it. Oh, look, it's a little guy. Play cards. Go figure. They use energy and get more energy at any turn. Defensive cards block. Block reduces incoming damage. You can see what the enemy's going to do. So they're going to attack me for 12. I know it heals 6, this blocks 5, so I'd end up taking 2 no matter what. So I think I'm going to defend 1 and then bash to give vulnerable for the next turn. Let's see what this little guy does. 7 damage. I could hit 18 plus vulnerable, so that's 50% more, so 9, 18, 27. So not enough to hit kill. We'll take an extra damage here just to take advantage of the vulnerable a little bit there. He has 5 block. He's just gonna reshuffle my cards, which is nice. He's gonna do something to buff himself, so I'm gonna bash and strike. He's got a little extra attack boost. I got a little extra pop to him. And that's all good there. So 19. We can Blood Wall. That doesn't seem familiar. 16 block is good. Deal 7 damage. Oh, setup. Setup. Strength gain and damage, yeah. And we'll get rid of an attack as soon as we can. 3 little guys. He's doing something strategic to give me a status. These guys are going to attack 10, 14, and 34. I can bash and strike to get rid of one of them. I will probably just bash to get... Yeah, let's go ahead and block there. That's going to give me 2 damage getting through, and then we'll bash this guy, and then we should be able to just knock him next turn. I got slimed. So we can hit you. I can defend for 5, or I can take 1 out and take 8. Which seems... Oh, it lets you know who the boss is at the end. That's nice. Used to have to just, like, try and remember. Phantom. That does not seem familiar. Okay, he's not attacking, so we're going to set up. We'll do that. And take the slime off. We're down 12. Get a little bit more slimed. We can do 18, so we should defend, draw a card and exhaust. Oh, these let you draw cards now? Do a double defend there, just to be a little on the strategic side. And triple strike, but that leaves them with 1 HP. And I get more slime, but that should just be a whatever hit. Okay, 20 gold, and ooh, I get Inflame for a buff card, or Anger, or Breakthrough for AoE. I'm gonna hit Anger, and that leaves us getting rid of 2 attack cards, because Anger also seems like it would synergize well with Setup. Which is not going to let me do immediately. This guy is going to debuff me. I am going to pop an Anger and 3 strikes into him. Because that's how we're rolling right now. Leaves him with 16, and now I'm tiny. We're doing 30% less damage. Okay, what can I do? I can do 4, gain 2 strength to do 7, which is not going to be enough to knock him. So let's grab 1 defend and a little strike. Wonder how long this lasts, or if that's just like how I am until the end of the fight. 3 defends. Doing, well, I've only got attacks, right? So I could do bash, setup. Oh, and we're good. Okay, so yeah, I guess shrink is something to remember, because I've only got, yeah, I've got no way to deal with that otherwise. Dismantle for vulnerable. Really good. Deal 17, exhaust a card. Also good. I think I'm going to take Iron Wave, just because something that does attack and block is useful for the Ironclad. And then we've got a shop. I remember the merchant. Okay, so I can't afford Mummified Hand. Okay, Bloodletting gives me more energy. Thunderclap hidden. I want to remove just a straight up attack here. Yep. And then we've got 77 left, so I could Thunderclap to get vulnerable. I think that's pretty good. I could do Havoc. I don't have any big cards, so that doesn't matter too much. Add a copy of the 3rd attack you play each turn from your hand. That's an interesting power. I don't think it's that useful there. I'm not low on... Yeah, I think I'm going to do Thunderclap. That's AoE, and that's... Yeah. Okay, and then nothing else I can do here, so we're just going to proceed. I wanted to get these question marks, I think. Seems like a smart idea. It's an egg. Okay. Enormous Shambling Beast, and you could... chase off of a green bird egg. Max HP is good, but I don't really want it, and I'm curious. It may hatch into something useful. And I've got a rest site right away. I don't need to rest. Smithing... feels like it might be... I gotta know what the egg does. Oh, it gives me a what? 14 damage, 0 cost. Yeah, okay, thank you. That's probably the good outcome from that. I'm not sure what the other one, it could have been like a curse or something. Let's head up here. What? There's 3 little blob guys. They're real aggressive. Inklets. Oh, I've just got a prep bird now. Maybe I can only use it once. Maybe that's the thing. Got this guy hitting us twice. We've got a setup strike to do 7. And we could do another, that's 13. So we could knock this guy that's going to hit us twice. I could defend 10, which isn't going to take... Yeah, I think it's still better to knock the guy that's going to... Oh! Okay, well, I think I can still get him, but they have a absorb attack status there. Well, that's good. We can hit a thunderclap. Let's bird swoop. Oh yeah, he's just mine forever now. Okay. Anger, strike. I am glad I don't eat the egg. Ooh, Shrug It Off's a good card. Gain 5 block, upgrade a card in your hand. Also really good card. Deal 12 damage to all enemies. Cost 1 less for each. Ooh. I'm gonna do armaments. Sapphire Seed. You narrowly avoid stepping on a seed. They're supposed to be extinct. Legends say consuming one will amplify your endurance, but what if you plant it and nourish it instead? The first time you play this card, each combat gain a heal 9, upgrade a card in your deck. I think... First time you play this card, you gain a... Oh, okay. Different than what I thought it was. I thought I was getting a card. Only the first time. I'm gonna hit it on armaments. That's new. That's definitely a new mechanic. You didn't used to be able to throw extra enchants onto cards. Well, Vine Seed finally grew. The seed is thankful. Okay, we gotta make a path decision next here. Ooh, that's a big boy. Aggressive for X2, but I can block 8, hit him a couple times, and just block for fun. Oh right, I still have a potion for 20 damage. Let's hit armaments. And oh, it lets me choose which one I'm going to upgrade. Yep, we're gonna do the Thunderclap. And then we'll do a follow-up. And I'm okay taking the damage because I heal, so we'll just try and get as much chunk down there as we can. Okay, he's gonna attack me for 8. I'm gonna set up Iron Wave, strike, and take a little damage. We're gonna hit armaments again, upgrade anger, deal 8. Pretty decent. Strength potion, that's nice and useful. Whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 3 block. I do like me some rage. I've got Thunderclap, yeah, let's just do rage. So do I want the 2 events, or do I want the 1 fight for a guaranteed card? Yeah, I think we'll do the events. Okay, we got a little relic, which is the Gorget. Gorget? Gorget? I'm gonna say Gorget. Oh, you get plating. Okay, that's great. I'll take that. First event is a fight with these 3 chaps. He's aggressive. He's aggressive. And gonna block, and then he intends to block. I'm gonna... Settle Strike gives me strength, right? Yeah, so let's throw this potion at this guy, because I don't trust him. Let's bash this guy. And then he's downed. We're gonna hit bash and then anger. And that's a second one down. And we will take 7. And by 7 I mean 3 because I have armor that auto-produces. Swoop, strike, strike. Give a little block. Take a little block. Let's rage. Iron Wave. Armaments. Upgrade strike. Check. Strike them. Easy peasy. 17 golds. Extra elite. Draw 3 cards. For battle trance, exhaust a card at random, or uppercut. I need something a little strong, so I'll hit uppercut. Oh, these are fun, guys. The Morphic Grove. You enter a grove of crystalline trees and they begin to quiver excitedly. Transform 2 cards or gain 5. I guess you gotta go with transform 2 cards. 1 defense, 1 strike. Okay. And we get another rage and a howl from beyond. Yeah, they stole my gold. Okay. I mean... Oh, it's Daddy! They're territorial. Oh, they're gaining 1 strength at the end of the turn. Let's hit armaments. We'll use it to do Iron Wave. We'll hit Setup Strike. We'll hit Iron Wave. That's 12 block plus the 4 that I get. Means that I can just strike and not take any damage this turn. Cool, cool, cool. And then I can rage. I can bash. I can bird swoop. I can also defend because he's going to come at me with 12. And that should be blocked. Good. And they're down to 38. I'm gonna rage. Gonna uppercut. 3. Anger to 6. Okay, if I strike here, I'll get 9 plus 2 is 11. Where I could block and take no damage. I'm gonna hit him. And take the 2 damage. Because I'll heal up to full at the end. And, oh, what does this do? 16 damage to all enemies. At the start of your turn, plays from the exhaust pile. That's probably good. I just have to think about how one would use that. 45 gold, block potion. Yeah, Varya to give me strength at the beginning of each turn. Excellent. Or not each turn, strength at the beginning of each combat. Pyre just gives me energy at the start of the turn. That's good. Bludgeon's also a good card, but it's expensive here unupgraded. 8 block. I'm just gonna do Pyre. That seems like the best call. Okay, so I'm gonna try for another elite because I'm in good happenstance. I could lose 50 gold for 2 potions. Or hug the tree and transform a card. Such a creepy tree. Make exchange. Let's give her a hug. What do I not want? I don't need a second rage. That's not useful. So we're gonna take that for impervious. Okay. I will... It thrashes about, scratching you with its branches, but eventually calms down. The tree hugging experience transforms you. Yeah, I'm still fine to do a elite here. It's going to do something. 3 status cards. Brutal. Okay, I can start with Pyre. And then I'm just going to do this because it's the most damage. And we're good. And then it's going to give me 3 cards, which are some infections. Howl from Beyond. I don't have anything in my exhaust pile. It's going to attack me for 16. Start of your turn, plays from the exhaust pile. Oh, I guess if it's exhausted, it plays from the exhaust pile. Gonna just be a little defensive here. I could get 12 more block. I'm gonna block for 8, and he's hitting me for 16. I will take the hit this time, because we're actually knocking him down pretty good. And it summons something if it gets knocked out. Okay. I don't need to rage, but I'll rage because it doesn't exhaust. We'll armaments up a thunderclap, so it'll probably come up again. Throw the defense up there. What can I do? Yeah, I don't really need to add strength right now. More infection. Okay. What do those do? Okay. Just let me look at the cards, please. At the end of your turn, if it's in your hand, you take damage. So I just would have needed to be able to discard. I think it's probably good to just... oh, right, because I get extra energy. Bird swoop, right. I think we can just end it. Oh, it's got little guys. 15 doesn't take any of them, but we'll just hit him on the strongest one. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, we're down to 63. Their stun's wearing off. I have got no more plating. 17 damage to all enemies. And Thunderclap. 8 damage and apply vulnerable to all enemies. So we're going to do that. Easy peasy. Howl from Beyond. Not even an issue. Ornamental Fan. Every time I play 3 attacks, I get 4 block. That's an amazing one. And we're going to deal 6 damage and draw a non-attack card. We're going to deal 9 damage and it increases combat or flame barrier. I'm going to do Rampage. And then we're camping, so we're going to Smith here because we don't need to rest. We could do Pyre to get 2 energy at the beginning of the turn. Howl and Beyond just does more. Bird Swoop just does more damage. Setup Strike gives me 1 more strength this turn, which is good, but I'm not going to do that. Impervious, just more block. So Pyre seems like the obvious choice. Just get me a bit more energy economy. 173. It's got 9 slipperies. Okay. 9 slipperies. Let's rage. Gonna uppercut, so that it's doing less damage, and we'll strike. Even though it doesn't do anything. I should probably use my potions. I think, or I would assume the tutorial just ends with the boss. Yeah, I would assume the tutorial just ends with the boss. Rampage would be good to do this turn. We've got Anger, we've got Iron Wave, we've got Thunderclap. It's hitting me for 12. Oh, right, it doesn't... Yeah, so let's... I'm gonna get 3 block, and if I do Iron Wave, I will get 8 block. For 12 seems fine. I'm gonna just drink this. So we do Thunderclap. We do Iron Wave. We do Anger. Okay, we do Rampage. Cool. We end the turn with 12 block. It's doing 12 damage. That's perfect. Not even a single damage was taken. Oh, hi, that's... Oh, I get it. So 27, and he's going to give me some statuses. I could block, or I could Impervious, or I could Howl from Beyond. I would bet this is a great time for Impervious. Okay, swoop him. Add some more block just for fun. We still haven't gotten through their Slippery. I think that feels like a slime crush, so not the craziest. This is already upgraded, so we could do an upgrade to Setup Strike. We're going to hit higher, and we're going to hit this, because it gives me more... Oh, it doesn't give me more damage, because I still don't do that. Okay, he gets 2 strength. Still haven't gotten through his slipperies, and I'm wounded. Oh no! We're gonna rage out. We're gonna defend. We're gonna strike. And that gives me 8, and we can still do Howl from Beyond, so we'll just do that. And then we're at 11, so that blocks all the damage. Still doing great. We've got no way to block this turn, so we'll use the block potion. Let's hit Bash for setup. Thunderclap just additionally. Anger. We're actually doing damage now. Strike. Strike. We're gonna drink the potion because we don't want to take damage unless we need to on the boss fight. Hit. Hit. We're good. Okay, we're on the setup here. We're not going to be able to take him down, so we're just going to take one real big hit. Let's uppercut him. So he's going to only do 21. And then we're going to rampage. And that takes him to 36. We're going to hit that down to 11. We're going to take one big thunk. He's only got 11 health left. And I get a double anger. And we are all good. 100 gold, add a card. Even though Thrash, okay. Deal 4 damage twice. Exhaust a random card in your hand. Demon form, gain 2 strength at the start of every turn. Or Primal Force transforms all attacks in your hand into a giant rock. Demon Force, we'll do that. And, oh no, we get up to Act 2. Okay. I was just presuming it was only going to be a 1-act tutorial. This guy looks funny. Like a funny, friendly fellow. What's his name? The Insatiable. I got 224 gold. Which I think doesn't matter too much. I need some easy fights to heal from. And I don't want to take on too many elites. Maybe it's this side. Yeah, I think it's this side. Let's do that. Oh, I have to go here first. Ooh. Tezcatara. Which feeds the fire. All strikes cost 0. And gain Eternal, which means you can't remove them. Okay. Exhaust the top card of your draw pile and gain a strength. Replace Act 2 map with a special path. I'm gonna not do that. Let's turn my strikes to 0 strikes. I think that seems good. It's not the best, but it seems good. One event, 2 fights in the store, or 1 fight in the store, and then you get an event. I'm gonna do this one. It feels right. Friendly little mantis fellow. He's a thieving hopper. He's gonna be all thieving. It's gonna hit me for 17. That seems a little aggressive. Just gonna do a little bit of block there. He is gonna swipe an uppercut. Okay, and then he's gonna use a buff. Let's Pyre, let's Armaments, and upgrade Rage. Play a Rage, hit him in the face. Play some block. I know he's not doing anything, but we're gonna do it anyways. Okay, he's fluttering. Less of damage from attacks. He's got one of my cards. He's gonna leave in 3 turns. Let's set up. Let's thunderclap. Let's strike. Let's bird swoop. Let's rampage. And he is no longer fluttering. He's got demon form up. I really want to upgrade that. That seems good. Strike, bird swoop. My card comes back. Or do I? Yeah, I take that card back. Uppercut's a good card. Whirlwind. Whirlwind. That's not even a question. That's just a really good card. Need to get stuff that does more energy buffing, but I think that's real workable. Zen Weaver, you walk through a spider web and panic. And then you're suddenly calm. Don't fuss up my web. A technique for gold. Get 2 Enlightenments, which are reduce cost. Remove a card from your deck. Is there something I guess defends? Yeah, I don't have any curses or anything. I'm gonna keep the defense. So let's do 2 Enlightenments. And sorry, they turn it to 0, or they turn it to reduce all cards in your hand to 1 this turn. Okay, that's probably gonna be useful. Say maybe even definitely gonna be useful. Ooh, oddly smooth stone. So much for that. Okay. I mean, those would all be fun, but I don't have enough gold. Draw 3 cards, exhaust, or retain. Draw 2 cards and gain. Oh, that's pretty good. Feel no pain. I'm not exhausting a lot of cards, but that is also a good combo card. And then I can get another... I think, yeah, it's remove card and it's restless. We are going to remove a block because that's the only thing we can remove. And we'll grab restless. And that's going to start being a good setup for that multi-hit whirlwind. More little bug guys. Exoskeleton. Alright, let's... Armaments, we're going to hit Thunderclap because it's AoE. We're going to Thunderclap them. We're going to do a setup strike on the guy that's going to try and hit me for 8. And then we'll just hit him with a strike. And then he's not going to hit me for 8. And we'll throw another defend on there. A little strength in the back row. The next one I should take care of. We'll rage out. We'll strike them twice. We can throw down an impervious and a defend and see if they can get through 44 block. Spoiler alert, they cannot get through 44 block. I don't need to worry about that right now. Let's just be restless. Oh. Should read these cards. If your hand is empty, then you can draw cards. Reading the card would be a good idea. 5 block, 6 damage, so nothing there. Swoop, rampage. We're good. Whirlwind. Easy enough. Okay, I'm gonna Headbutt Plus, put a card from your discard pile on top of your draw pile. Yes, Headbutt Plus. More upgrade wouldn't have been the worst, but oh, okay, you are gonna summon some monsters. Okay, let's bash you. And then we'll rampage, strike, bird swoop, and take you down to 67. And then you've got a big illusory parafright. Okay. If you knock it, it revives with full HP, so I think I'm just supposed to ignore them and just hit the guy in the back. I didn't pull any block. Nope, no I did not. I'm gonna... This does 17, and then the strike does 7. So even though I read that and know that he just comes back, I also don't want to take a big ol' hit, you know? Don't need to take the hit if I don't have to take the hit. So this would take everything down to 1. I don't need to do that, but I could use the restlessness at the end. So we're gonna rage, we're gonna hit Iron Wave, we're gonna hit Anger, we're gonna play both of these Enlightenments, get rid of them, and then the Restless to give me Whirlwind with 4, and still not take any damage. And then it's an easy headbutt, and that one is down. Okay. These are fun fights. I will shrug it off, because I need card draw. And then I can get rid of most of the blocks. I need to upgrade this demon form, right? Oh, it just gives me more strength. Rampage doesn't reduce cost, it just gives them more damage. Enlightenment, reduce all cards in your hand to win this combat. That's pretty good. Drain 3 cards, get 3 energy. That seems right, but it's gonna require luck to get it to work nicely. We could upgrade these strikes, because I'm not gonna... No, I'll wait for that to make the most sense. Howl from Beyond, I'm gonna do that. It's not the... Oh, I should have done Whirlwind. That would have made more sense. Look at this little centipede guy. Demi-millipede, huh? Is gonna hit me for a bunch. He's gonna, like, debuff me and stuff. Okay, let's... Thunderclap first. And then let's... want to do the other things. Yeah. Let's Bird Swoop. You're doing 10, so we'll do the one that's doing the most. We're gonna Headbutt. And then we'll get the Bird Swoop back. And then we can Iron Wave. Oh, I knocked him. Okay. And then 14's coming at me. I'm gonna block for 13. That's acceptable. Oh, Weaken. Not the biggest fan of that. This is healing. I can do 3 times 4 is 12. It's not the most useful. Howl from Beyond, I can do 16. I should probably defend twice. And Bird Swoop this guy. And then Whirlwind for something. And then I'm guessing this guy just comes back if you don't take them all out at the same time. Yeah, not to full, which is useful. Okay, let's do Pyre for more energy. Let's drink the energy potion so I can pop Impervious. We're gonna shrug it off just to really make sure, because there's a lot of stuff coming at me. So we can do 7 and 7, that's 14. So not enough to take any of them down. I'm gonna hit the middle one. And then we're gonna be able to pop Restless here to get Enlightenment. Okay, well, that's not the most useful thing to draw. I luckily have 38 block, so I'm not going to take damage, because impervious is good. But it would have been nicer to just have something more fun there. No block other than rage. Okay. Demon form will be more useful in a different... Oh, I have 5 energy, so demon form it is. Not even gonna fret on that. We're gonna block. We'll hit setup strike here on... I can do 10, maybe 12, probably 10. Because I have 25% less. Yeah, so I can do 10 damage and 6 damage, so I could take out the middle one. Yeah. Oh, I should have done that in a different order. Take a couple damage here. Enlightenment does everything down to 1. Armament, upgrades. Yeah, like armament upgrades. Rampage. Uppercut gives weak and vulnerable. Rampage takes that one out. Strike goes there. Throw Enlightenment up, because I'm just going to get rid of it at the moment. Okay, middle section's back up. Rage. Bash the one that came back up. Hit it with anger. Get rid of the Enlightenment. Defend. Hit 14 from you there, so we'll still take 3. Coming together. 28 for both. Let's just do that. Worked out. Kunai. Amazing. 3 attacks gives me a dex. 7 block with a vulnerable. Good. Lose an HP, deal 13 to... Yeah, I'll take taunt. Just to apply vulnerable. I know the other ones were upgraded, but... Gooey. Razor Tooth. Okay, every time you play an attacker skill, upgrade it to the rest of combat. That seems very good. And event here. 1 random common relic. Who doesn't like wongos? We have what you want at wongtastic prices. Peruse our wares. Yeah, we'll just take a bag of prep for 2 additional card draw is great. Okay, 2 events or fights. We'll take the events. Aggressive, negating debuffs. 16 coming at me. Headbutt lets you cycle something. I'm gonna hit Pyre. I'm gonna hit Strike. We're gonna hit Defend. We're gonna hit Headbutt. Strike, Headbutt. Just to get the strike back. And then we'll retain that one and see if we can clear out our hand. I mean, that just was a lot of damage, and they gave me Dazed. Could be worse. Cool. Let's do a setup strike. This feels like it's the, like, 3... Like the 3 elites from last time that would always daze you. Rampage for 12. Lots of strength. Enlightenment recipe. Yeah, so let's hit Rampage, because I wanted to cycle. Hit 12 here. Okay, that puts it at 11. I'm gonna hit Anger. I'm gonna hit Enlightenment. Okay, good. That's good to know that it, Good. We'll throw a block up. and block the 16 easily. Okay, Whirlwind is 30. Shrug It Off gives you a card. Armaments would let you upgrade Whirlwind so that it's now doing 35. Bird Swoop to do 15 damage. This seems like we gotta, because it's only gonna, yeah, debuff me with daze. Guess it's not quite as bad as the elite, but Dex Potion's good. Stomp. Second Wind. Rage Exhausted. Right. I have a feeling like Second Wind is going to be useful. I'm going to get Stomp, though, because I'm doing a lot of attacks. So I think that's going to come down to not mattering too much about the cost for it. Ooh, Cloak Clasp. Gain a block for each card in your hand at the end of the turn. Okay, that not the most useful one, but not for the way that I'm doing it. That's definitely a useful relic. The Lost Wisp. Mounds and mounds of deceased insects. Small glowing moat. Add decay and get the Lost Wisp. Get 58 gold. Unplayable. Take 2 damage. I'm gonna just do that because that Lost Wisp seems really good. If you play a power, you just do 8 splash. Look at all these bugs. Bowl bug? Bowl bug, not bowel bug. Bowl bug. Different bug. Okay. So we got 15 coming at us. We got Rage. We got Enlightenment. We got a Setup Strike. We got Howl from Beyond. We got Impervious. And that's all we got. But we still have 42 blocks, so that 15's not doing nothing. This guy's sleeping. Wakens upon turns or losing 1 HP. We got Taunt to apply a vulnerable. We've got Thunderclap to apply a vulnerable. And Restless. And okay. So let's do Thunderclap. We're gonna shrug it off. Gonna take a little strike action on him. We're gonna get Stomp. Why did you? Oh, right. The thing that it says on the card. Every time you play a card, it costs less. Or every time you play an attack, it costs less. Okay, so that turn's ended. He's stunned. His plating wore off, so he actually woke up. Okay, he's gonna hit me for 16, which is intense. But we're gonna hit Demon Form. And pop up an Anger. And take a hit, I guess. 12 damage coming up. I think we can do Enlightenment so that we can uppercut. We can Bird Swoop. We can defend. We can Whirlwind. We can Restless. We can Armaments. We can Strike. And done and dusted. Shrug it off. Bloodletting or Mangle. Ooh, enemy loses 10 strength this turn. 3 energy. But I've got those cards that make things that cost a lot not cost a lot. So, that seems like the right call. I would heal 24. Where am I? Right before the boss? Do I have anything that really would benefit from an upgrade? 15. Yep, that seems like it would benefit from an upgrade. And let's go check out this happy little fellow. Okay. He's strategically going to give me 6 status effects. We've got Enlightenment, which will let Pyre and Mangle... Nothing I need to do... Yeah, okay. So let's hit Enlightenment. And then we're going to hit Pyre for more energy gain. And he's going to take 8. And we're going to hit... I don't have anything in my discard pile. Right, but I'm going to have a lot of... Okay, so we're going to hit Mangle. We're going to hit Whirlwind. And then we're going to hit... Oh, right, we can't do Headbutt now. That's fine. We'll just not do Headbutt. Or... No, we'll leave that for when we're trying to do Whirlwind. And we're going to need it. This is just permanent for the fight, so we're going to take it. Ooh, okay. Gonna try and do a frantic escape, and it's not gonna work. Increase sandpit by 1. What? Oh, in 4 turns you'll be eaten and die. Not loving that. So uppercut, thunderclap, strike, frantic escape, restless, stomp 'em. Can't play that. Okay. Oh, yeah, I should probably get that removed at some point. That would make sense. Okay, we got... Oh, in 4 turns. Okay, so if as long as I don't, like, let the frantic escape actually go off, then we're golden. So armaments, I'm going to do Rampage as an upgrade. We'll hit him with a Rampage. We'll get a Defend. We'll do a frantic escape. I don't need to hit Enlightenment. I'm still going to take, like, 7 damage there. I don't need to use Impervious this turn. In fact, I don't need to use any defense this turn, but we'll do a Rage, a Strike, and a Howl from Beyond. And then we'll just get rid of that. Got 3 more turns. We've got Demon Form. We got Shrug It Off. What have I got in my setup? Setup could be good. Yeah, let's hit Demon Form. I know it's not going to be the most likely here. Let's Shrug It Off. Let's Frantic Escape and Strike. And he's going to hit me for 8. Or I could taunt him. I'm going to take the 8 and just hope this all goes well. So taunt gives me a vulnerable. Okay, we got 20 coming in, right? And 0 block. And 0 in the discard pile. This would give me 11 block. Easy. We're going to do a setup strike to give me the extra strength. We're going to do a headbutt. And we'll take the taunt back, so I can get it for next turn. Bash and Anger. And that's all she wrote. 20 coming in. Yeah. But 15 to block. Edging closer. I think we got this, though. So we've got 30 coming in. Not loving that. Iron Wave. I guess I could have taunted first, but we've got vulnerable stacked already. We can uppercut. Okay, let's think this out first. We've got 23, so we're taking 7. Which is fine. Gonna hit that to get the weak, right? Then do I defend? No. I rampage. Leave him at 1. Okay. 1 turn. Block to bite. I think we got it. Thunderclap. He's gone. First time you gain block from a card, double the amount gained. Impervious also good. Block is not removed at the start of your turn. Yeah, I think that's a smart get. Act 3 on the tutorial, huh? That's a fun guy. What do we got? We got the Queen. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna spend like an hour and 20 minutes in the tutorial, but I guess that's what we're gonna do. Okay, I don't have a lot of golds for this point in the game, so I don't really care about stores. I really don't want to fight that many elites, so this path seems bad. I think we just do the outside path, and we might take this one elite. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Oh, right, we gotta start at the fun. Oh, right, these guys are fun now. No new peep. No new pip? Failed my French class. Okay. Gain, but give you 3 dazed. Choose 3 cards and enchant them with Swift 3. That's really good. Enchant all cards with Glam. This card has replay, which lets you play this card an additional time. And this gives you all your cards. Can I just do that? With the Whirlwind? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And we're going along the outside. Already decided. Ooh, Devoted Sculptor. He's gonna use a buff, I'm guessing is probably a caca. So that lets me do a setup for Demonic Form. And lets me Bird Swoop and Strike. Because why not? Oh, it's a one a big caca. This is already plus. So we'll Pyre. We'll Armaments and upgrade Whirlwind as a setup. We'll Anger. I've got 8 to block. I'm gonna hit Defend. And then we'll hit Whirlwind just for fun. And then we don't take any damage. Oh, right, this isn't the really hard mode, right? I'm actually healing between bosses. Forgot that was a thing. Okay, we've got Stomp, we've got Impervious, we've got Howl from Beyond, we've got 5 energy. He's coming at me with 21. I'm going to... Wow, he's already at 9 strength up. Okay, I'm gonna hit Impervious. Not take a bunch of damage. We're gonna Strike to make the Stomp cheaper, right? We're gonna only be able to play one of these two. 26 damage, 17 damage, 26 damage, and we're good. No fuss, no muss, no problem. He's down to 78. He's still coming at me with 30. I can make him lose 13 strength. I could pop Enlightenment. Amazing. Gonna hit Rage to gain some block. We're gonna Barricade so that I don't end up missing block. We're gonna attack him so he hits for less. We're gonna give him less strength this turn, and he's still gonna come at me for like 4, but we're good. Should get some sort of block engine. I think that needs to happen. Okay, we got Simple Strike, no more Sculptor, Potion of Binding, 1 weaken, 1 vulnerable. Okay, that's a good potion. And then, right, this thing has replay. Okay. I still don't know exactly how that works, but if you exhausted a card this turn, gain 4. Yeah? Oh, it's only new cards. Okay. armament. Oh, I should do that. I should upgrade armaments. I'm gonna do this because we can probably grab some exhaust or something there. You. I feel like I'm not getting as much gold as I want to. Dark Embrace. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw a card. Play the top card. This is better with the thing that I just got. A Can of Spite. Oh, that's also good. If you watch HP this turn, draw a card. Okay. What will you... Oh, there's a curse in my deck, right? That's the thing you remove. A decay. Take 2 damage. Yeah, I don't need that. That's not helping me for anything. Where are we? Decay. Goodbye, decay. Okay, that leaves me with 83 left, so I can't do Dark Embrace. Havoc and Spite, I can't do both of them. Dramatic Entrance is also really good. I'm gonna do Havoc, because I just picked up a card that does an exhaust thingy. So we're gonna do that. Let's proceed. My deck's getting a little on the big side, but I think that's fine. Do I have anything that would be easy to get rid of? I could do like Bash or something. I think we're fine. I don't know how much further I'm actually going to get on the tutorial. Okay, the Living Shield and a Turret Operator. This has a feeling like it was the same as like the Defender Knight and the Healer. At the start of the turn, the Turret Operator gets 25 block. You have 25 block. Okay, that doesn't seem as impossible. Okay, I don't care about that yet. So let's Rage. Let's... Do I want to Barricade? I don't have anything that's going to generate block this turn, right? Other than my... Yeah, and it's gonna not be enough to do anything about it, so let's do 1 Anger, 1 Strike, 1 Havoc to do a setup strike. That was definitely not the right order. Okay, we've got enough to block, right? 15 and 6, yeah, we got enough to block there. We've almost knocked out the Tin Man. Good. We've got Restless in our hand. I will do armaments. I will upgrade Restless. I will do Bash on you. I will do Strike on you. I will defend. I will get Restless for 3 more energy. I will... 15. Doesn't feel like a good use of Mangle, but it's what I'm gonna do. And that's all fine. And then the Turret Operator doesn't get a big amount of block the next turn. Okay, we got Enlightenment, which I'm gonna use so that I can Demon Form. We're gonna Rampage, Headbutt, and we got no more Turret Operator. 17 gold. Sword Boomerang is good. Havoc also good. And another Forgotten... I'm gonna grab a second Havoc. And we'll see how that treats me. So it doesn't let me like control what I'm... Okay, so you're gonna summon some monsters. This little Fabricator guy. Okay, we're gonna hit... yeah, I'm gonna hit Demon Form. And then pop him. And then that's fine. And that starts me on a strength build. So that I can... Minions. He's hitting me for 18. That's coming in with 11. Gonna save the Enlightenments probably. No, I'm gonna use 1. And then we'll uppercut this guy. And we'll defend. And we'll strike the fabricator. And we're just gonna end up taking damage, I guess. You can have that. Take a little less damage. And end the turn. They get Frail, he gets another fun friend. I should probably be working on taking out his friends. Okay, we got Rage, we got Impervious, we got Mangle. This is a decent hand. I can hit 30. I can hit Rage and take less damage first. 1, 2, 3. No little friends for you. And then you can Bird Swoop. And then we don't take any damage, because he's only coming at me for 8. Okay, I've got a Dazed, I've got a Havoc, I've got a Bash. Okay, I'm gonna Bash you. I'm gonna Havoc. And you're all gone. Goodbye. Explosion, good. 4 plating. Anger plus, probably, maybe anger? Maybe shrug it off? I'm gonna do the stone armor, because I always don't think I'll need block, and then I desperately need block. Enchant an attack with Corrupted. Choose a card to transform. Okay, just an old polyp. What does Corrupted do? It does 50% more damage and I lose some health. What would I transform? I could transform Defend. I could transform... Everything's pretty good here. Yes, everything's pretty good here. So let's... oh, I know what I could do with Corrupted. I could give me a Whirlwind with Corrupted. And then it does 7x, and then I could upgrade it when I actually get to a campfire. It suddenly jumps onto you. Where did it go? Okay. Well, campfire here. Smith up my Whirlwind. I will lose 2 HP to play it, but it will keep giving me lots and lots of damage. Do I want the event or just a card? I mean, obviously it's the event. It's a fun chest. We get a Blood Vial to heal 2 at the beginning of each combat. Beautiful. An event. What's my event? It's the oldest person you have ever seen. You do not know this man. I've not got a lot of use for the Cloak Clasp, so we're going to take that and get a Stonecracker. Upgrade 3 random cards from your draw pile and a Lantern. Start each combat with an additional energy. Yeah, that's a good trade. Yeah, okay, so we got to do the Elite. Oh, it's 3 knights. 3 pretty strong knights. Flail Knight, Spectral Knight, and Magi Knight. Shrug It Off is block and draw a card. Enlightenment would also probably be good here. Yeah, let's do Enlightenment. Then let's do Havoc. Get an Iron Wave. And armaments to, let's say, upgrade Barricade. Does that do anything? No, it doesn't do anything. Let's do Shrug It Off. Okay, let's play Barricade. Not that it's going to matter too much. We can Shrug It Off to get more block, and that's going to give me enough to do that. And then I've exhausted a card, so I can get some energy. Don't really know if I needed the energy, but I could get it. Let's do an Anger. Should probably be doing Magi Knight. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been a good time to have the whirlwind, but what are you gonna do? Okay, Howl from Beyond. Uppercut, Demon Form. I've only got 3 energy this turn. I've got 30 incoming. Can do 10 to each one. Alright, this is going to be a long fight. I'm going to just do that. I've also been holding on to this. Does it make sense to use it now? Can I do anything that would apply a weak so I could take a few less damage? Yeah, I don't think that's a thing I need to be doing. And the 10 damage doesn't get me anything there, so I'm just going to take a big smack around. My upgrades are no more. Okay. Drew a little fun thing on my upgrades? Okay, they're hexed. They're ethereal. Oh. That's fun. I'm gonna be a bit mad at you, I think. Deal 12 damage, and then we'll take sure, a ritual. That seems good. I mean, this would be going either way, but at least I could, like, use it effectively. Okay, we got Whirlwind, so I could hit them for 12 times 3, 36 damage. Okay. What else? I could use Stone Armor. Do you have anything that exhausts? No. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. And I've got nothing else I can do there, so those are all gonna just not exist. Take another hit, and we're down to 24. We're gonna Rage Out, we're gonna Thunderclap, we're gonna Strike them, and we got through the Elite, but that's not looking good. Gain an energy, gain an identity. Okay, that's good. Get 6 block at the end of the turn is also useful. None of these are... Hummel Strike is good. Card draw. Okay, I don't worry too much about upgrades, so I am just gonna rest here. Then we'll proceed. And then we'll grab the event on the way up. Ooh, little face guys. It's the Lost and the Forgotten. They're just gonna do stuff on themselves this turn. Okay, I don't really need to worry about block then. Not gonna worry about mangle either. So let's Rage Out. Let's give me a Pommel Strike. I'm gonna just do the Lost there. And then we're gonna hit... This doesn't exhaust, so that's fine. Let's just go ahead and do the Enlightenment. Oh, I've got Restlessness too. Okay, so Howl from Beyond. Mangle. Rampage. Strike. And that's everything I can do. Still quite a turn. Okay, so let's do armaments first, and then we're going to upgrade the stone armor. Check. We're going to do pyre. We're going to do stone armor. We're going to do anger. Get some more anger going. And that's all we can do. But we're not taking any damage because I've got a lot of plate on me. Okay, I don't... Oh, I could do that. Yeah, so we can do Enlightenment. There, and then if you exhausted a card, you can gain 4. Okay, and then we can do an uppercut. And then we can do a strike. We can do a defend. We can play Restless. We can tap Whirlwind. And that's a good combo for a enemy that didn't have a lot of health less. I'm gonna say expect a fight. That's really good. Energy is used to play cards from your hand. Yes, it is. Gain an energy for each attack from your hand. Yeah. Yeah? Okay, and then it's got replay on it because of the boon, so yeah. Hey, it's a merchant! What do I want to get rid of? Gain a block, lose 1 HP, exhaust a card, gain a strength. Can't afford any of these yet. We've got Fire Potion, Blessing of the Forge, and Gigantification Potion. That also might be good. Bully, deal 4 damage, deals to the... Okay, do I have anything I need to get rid of? I don't think so. I think I'm liking all of my cards. I would like... Yeah, I'm gonna keep those blocks because I feel like... So I'm gonna do this. Lose 1 HP, exhaust a card, gain a strength. No, actually I'm gonna not. I'm gonna do the bully one. Yes, 100% is a 0 attack card, plus it works well with vulnerable. I have a decent amount of vulnerable in my deck. That's just a hit. And armament I don't care too much about. I'm gonna save the rest of my gold, but I do like the 0 attack there. Now, do I upgrade something or do I sleep for more health? What does Havoc do? Oh, that just makes it 0. I think we do it to this one, so it has replay 1, and then that gives us some good value. Oh, I have a weak potion too. Okay, let's go check out this fun little fellow. It's the Queen and her Torchhead Amalgam. You know, that old chestnut. Okay. So, do I have anything that does vulnerable? No. I have Stomp, which gives me... Okay. Cool. So, we're going to do Demon Form. We're going to Bird Swoop her. Because I don't know, she's doing something to my cards and I don't like it. We're going to Bully. We're going to... Oh, I did have something that did vulnerable. Okay. We'll Pommel Strike. Okay. We'll Havoc to get Rage. That's... Yeah, it could be worse. We'll do a Stomp. Okay. And... Gain... Energy. Get an energy. What would I do with an energy? I would do a Taunt with an energy, or I would do a Headbutt. Headbutt lets me cycle probably Havoc or Stomp, or probably Stomp, actually. So let's go ahead and do that. And, sorry, Headbutts you, and then cycle the Stomp. And that's good. I'll leave Restlessness in my hand. Chains of Binding. Only 1 bound. The first 3 cards drawn are affected by bound. Only 1 bound can be... So these ones, I can only pick 1 of those. Alright. Howl from Beyond. Rampage, Restlessness. Okay, we're taking 18 damage if I don't have anything I can do. We'll just do the weak. potion will deal 24 damage, I guess. We'll cycle rampage, and then I guess we can just do anger. Okay, that's at least 4 block. And 6 damage in. And then we've got just so much vulnerable and weak and frail. I guess this is... Hello, Whirlwind. Okay, gonna do armaments. Armaments is gonna let us just upgrade restlessness. That's just a setup. We're not using it this time. We're gonna hit them with 12 times 4 damage. So that's 48 damage. And then we're gonna take a bunch of damage. 27 damage. But I can take 27 damage. That's not a problem. I've got a lot of health. I've got a medium amount of health. 16, we've got Havoc. Havoc plus, technically. We've got Uppercut. We've got Mangle. Okay, that Mangle seems like a good option. And then I don't take damage. And then we're gonna hit Havoc and get a strike. Sure, that didn't really do anything. Pyre is excellent. Let's do a strike just to get a little damage in there. And that's gonna be all I got. But we're starting out with 5 energy a turn now, which is excellent. We've got Enlightenment. And it'll make sense to do Enlightenment, Thunderclap, and we'll do Impervious just to survive the round. And then I can't do anything else. But we're making it through. Expect a fight. Gives me very little this round, so not a lot of value there. Forgotten Ritual, I've got Enlightenment that I could exhaust, but that's gonna not let me play the Ritual, so that's not useful. Okay, so we'll hit Barricade. And we'll hit Strike. We could... Might as well do that, even though it doesn't do anything. And... I think that's all we can do. I think that's the fight. I'm not gonna say I expected to play the short tutorial for an hour and a bit. The Queen added a piece of the Ironclad to her collection, but I'm actually still impressed that off of like the first run I still ended up popping out to the like end of the 3rd round without like unlocking any new cards. In the timeline, reveal epochs to unlock cards, relics, and much more. We got Meow. Chapter 5, The Reopening. The Mother of Resurrection, Yao, awakened from her slumber. Arise, champion, again. Okay, that's big. What else did I get? Oh, I've got 4 waiting to be revealed. Do these? No, these are just achievements. Interesting. The Silent. Okay, Silent unlocked off the first run. Fantastic, that was just due an Ironclad run. But now I've got a bunch of silent things to be unlocked. This is a fun way of doing it. Be Act 1 with the Ironclad. What does that give you? Gives you Molten Fist, Cruelty. Oh, vulnerable enemies take more with a power. That's great. Dominate, gain the strength for each vulnerable. Okay. Fantastic. Act 2 with an Ironclad. That's gonna give me... Use a mock tribal. Ironclad? Where is everyone? Hey, more relics. Red Skull gives me more strength when my HP is low. We got Paper Frog for more vulnerable. And a Ruined Helmet. Do more strength gain. Amazing. Oh, that would have been really good in my last run. Okay. Void of Nothingness. Along the journey lay a planet named Prion. A mere speck in the universe. They say that a great story about a spire took place there. Oh. Transform one card in your hand at the start of your turn? Super sick. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please feed the algorithm to help my channel grow. And I'll see you all next time.